to be able to talk without it cutting out. But yeah, thank you for letting me know. Alright, let's try this. Binding coil Bahamut. Second coil, turn 2. Alright, let's go into the binding coils. Okay, looks like it's working. The coils, they're basically Bahamut's prison. And they were so big that they like extend thousands of meters into ground. But there are 3 coils, and that is what, those are what are powering him and keeping him, keep regenerating Bahamut. At least that's our theory for now. So our ultimate goal is to get to the like center of each of the coils and turn it off, and then hopefully Bahamut will dissipate into aether. I think that sums it up. How strange. Why could we not see all this before? I suppose it's only to be expected that corrupted crystals should accompany a disturbance of this magnitude. After all, the fragment likely pierced the ground to a depth of many hundreds of yalms. Swirling aether leaking from the wound must warp the very air, creating a veil that hides these formations from view. Well, it's not as if we expected this to be a straightforward task. But tread carefully, shall we, Celestia? It's imperative that we win through to the depths of this structure and disable the mechanism that powers Bahamut's regeneration. Of course, if we should chance to encounter my grandfather upon the way, I shall not let him go again. Not while there is hope that he may yet be saved. But mayhap we should put such thoughts from our minds until after we have successfully gained interest to the place. That opening up ahead appears a suitable point of ingress. In we go. Giant plant. Let's get it. Rafflesia. Corrupted energy of the crystals. Where's it? These are supposed to be bosses. I'm just 40 levels higher than I'm supposed to be when we fight them. These fights are supposed to be kind of hard. Okay. Two. I don't think it was a primal. I think it was just a corrupted plant. I don't think everything is actually primal. We're inside now. That is true. That does just happen sometimes. Not actually sure if there's a lore explanation for why that happens. That armor. No, couldn't be. Be on your guard, Celestia. Though it defies all reason that he should live, I know of only one who wears such armor. He whom the Empire raised as high as the Black Wolf himself, the legatus of the 7th Legion. I speak of the madman who brought the Meteor Project to fruition. We face the White Raven, Nail Van Darnus, harbinger of the 7th Umbral Era. It's Neil! It's Neil! Nail Van Darnus. Ah. That was the name of the fool who perished upon the eve of the promised Age of Glory. Should not be uttered within these hallowed halls. Uh-oh. Out of love for his loyal servant, the one true deity named me Nail Deus Darnus. One true deity? Bahamut. He speaks of Bahamut. O Lord Bahamut, thy name is as sweet water to parched lips. How my heart swells at thy sacred touch. This blessed sanctum is the domain of my God and his beloved children. Seek to defile its glory, and you will answer to me. Everyone's a primal! Ooh, something weird is definitely going on. There's just primals everywhere. How is this possible? From what Alphino has told me, Neil was slain on the eve of the calamity. Whatever the truth of the matter, we must be on our guard. There can be no reasoning with the worshippers of a primal. Bum, bum, bum. Into the coils we go. Dum 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 dum. The Black Shroud, the outer coil. Wow, we're in the moon. I mean, it was a mechanically created moon as a prison, and it crash landed. But we are in the moon! On an elevator on the moon. That is true. Was she on... This is not a very big elevator. Where did she go? Shrink LSA, put her in the pocket. Pocket twin. Over here. Like a boss battle to me. Medusa? Oh no. Close. Melusin? Scuffed Medusa? I do not know. Alright, Melusine. Actually, don't know. I wish I knew Final Fantasy lore better. I know a lot of the big primals, but a lot of these characters I don't know if they're original to 14 or if they're actually returning characters. Okay. 2 of 5 bosses down. Further into the coils we go. We're coming after you, Neil. Turn 3. 3,000 yalms underground. Like security systems. LSA's back. We found her. Took her out of the pocket. Something's supposed to be happening. I think my computer's loading something. Don't think it's supposed to be doing this. We're just stunned at what we're looking at. Oh, there we go. I'm reminded of the passages beneath Castrum Occidens. I must have traveled quite some distance below the surface. Celestia was just frozen. Or the same tunnels. 'Twill be good. Surely they cannot continue all the way down from the upper floors. It's difficult to see inside, but I have a terrible feeling those corridors house more of the dreadful guardians you've already faced. It's said that the Alligans excelled in the creation of chimerical beasts, and that the Red Moon teemed with 1,000 fantastical monstrosities, all to prevent the enemies of the ancient empire from releasing the Elder Primal. I wonder, creatures that prowl these halls, could they be the beloved children of which Neil spoke? Well, this is yet another mystery to ponder upon our return. Shall we continue onwards? I didn't get to nod. Back in the pocket. Enough of your talking. do I get up there? It really confused me the first time. Oh, there we go. No. Oh, okay. Up to the main decks. That wasn't so bad. Oh, how I got lost the first time I did that. Number 3. Oh, guy. The Avatar. Interesting name. Ow. Okay. Right, how do I do that? I don't remember how that works. Oh well. Sleeping. Well, let's pretend we beat him. And the final boss in this sector. I soloed all of these originally. Yeah, I don't remember what the deal was with that one. $6,329 yalms underground. Wow. Yams! All the yams! It's Thanksgiving! We're feeding everybody. Was there a sky underground? Kind of blew me away the first time I saw it. You're miles underground. Somehow this exists. There's a moon that was within the moon. That surely cannot be Dalamud. Where are we? The final resting place of Nail Van Darnus. Yes, we are still inside the moon, several miles underground. Somehow. This is a grave for the undeserving. And for the crime of trespassing upon my God's sanctuary, this place shall serve as your grave too. No. Whoa, Nail was female. Nobody ever knew. In the hour of his failure, Nail Van Darnus felt the currents of aether begin to bear away his essence. But before Oblivion could claim the last of him, divine will reached out, and I was born. Then did the words of my God resound in mine ears. Bring unto mine enemies crushing defeat, that they might know despair without end, and claim thee thus the victory which thou wert once denied. Like she has a jetpack. It would seem that little remained of Nail's essence when Bahamut plucked him from the brink of oblivion. And the result was this strange simulacrum. Nevertheless, her aura bespeaks great power. She channels the rage of the Elder Primal himself. There's kind of an answer. Lord Bahamut, thy wish is my command. None shall escape thine unquenchable fury. Come, ye dull, unthinking beasts, bare your teeth. Thy will avail you not in the calamity to come. I've got this. Oh. Okay. Guess I... Yep. Definitely didn't want your help there. So something like... I don't know, maybe like the regenerative magic that was keeping Bahamut alive, he used to like keep Nail alive, but that corrupted him? I don't know. That's the best I can think of. Yeah, it seems like she's not a primal, she's more like a simulacrum. So it's like the primal's energy is keeping her alive and she doesn't have free will. Oh geez, this fight. Oh boy. I forget how I'm supposed to do this. Some weird thing that happened during this fight. Yeah, just like something like a thrall in service to a primal. Oh. I think I needed to take out more of those rocks. Alright. Fun. Right. Oh, okay. Apparently I'm just strong enough to go through that now. had to try this fight for like 2 hours the first time I did it. I was at level 80. Apparently scaling made that really trivial. Or they nerfed it, I don't know. But either way, got to finish it, so that's good. Okay, second coiled Bahamut complete. I think there's supposed to be an ending cinematic. It's a bit unfortunate. Oh jeez. I skip. Does it just go to the next one or end them all? Dang it. Give me a second, I'm trying to figure this out. Sorry, this is my first time using New Game Plus, so I am trying to figure out the best way to do this. Truly is wonderful to escape that stifling air and return to northern Thanalan again, it would appear. I must thank you, Celestia. Were it not for your bravery, I strongly doubt that I would be standing here now. Ah, but you need not tarry on my account. Danger is past. Pray, go on ahead and apprise Urianger of all that has occurred. I will join you anon. My thoughts are yet unruly, and I would rest here a while. I think there's one cutscene that it didn't show us. But I think I know how we can see it. It's so weird that I don't know. Maybe we should just follow the cutscenes. It might be better. They'll show us the cutscenes, it just won't show us the fights. So if you don't mind it seeming to like jump around a little bit, would see everything. Okay, we'll do that for the third coil. Yeah, I don't know, this feels a little weirder than I expected. I think for like MSQ stuff it'd be fine. Yeah, it's weird for a raid series. Unavailable New Game Plus, of course. Bahamut. Oh jeez. What? Maybe Google is our friend here. Here we go. This is what's supposed to happen after the fight. Corrupted Neo! Poor creature. Would that you had never been born. You had surrendered your physical form and collapsed into ether, but Bahamut denied you death and imprisoned what little was left of you in an ethereal shell resembling... what, I wonder? Images from your memory, perhaps? That shell is now broken. Your primal deity seems disinclined to sustain your existence. My primal deity, I kneel to no icon. What need have I to beg the favor of such filth? I am Nail Van Darnus, legatus of the 7th Legion. No, a moment. My thoughts are clouded. This body is not mine own. Could it be that you spoke the truth? Was I enthralled by the lesser mood's HF prisoner? That will not happen again. Warrior of Light is a Lalafell. You speak as if Bahamut no longer controlled you. It's impossible. The primal ensnares of mind cannot be freed. Unless Bahamut simply relinquished his claim, what need has he of a broken spirit bound for the ethereal realm? Oh, that I should fall prey to the very influence I sought to purge from the land. The irony is galling. Do not assume that all of my actions were chosen for me. It was my will that the Meteor Project be resurrected. Mine and none other. It seems that my grand designs were destined to fail. Even the ungentle release of death was denied me. Damn, please, you must tell us more of the calamity. You must know the truth of what has befallen the world. What has become of my grandfather, our common Louisoux. You are Louisoux' grandchild. Ah, the fates are generous with their cruelty. Continue on, if you would have your answers. They await you at the terminus of your path, to know that this path leads only to despair. The light of truth was ever harsh and unforgiving. Why do you say this? Grandfather will be freed once we put a stop to Bahamut's resurrection, will he not? What are you not telling us? Steel yourself, child. Only unbending resolve and merciless strength can conquer what lies ahead. The weak do not but weep under the pall of their own misery, as did the frail child I once was. What was that? Silence, chattering raven. Your wretched wings are broken, and you shall soar no more. White Raven, my crimson moon, the brilliancy of mine eyes. Was that Louisoux or Bahamut? Guess it was Bahamut. I was expecting it to be Louisoux. Oh, never mind. I think it was. I recognized that voice, but never would he say such words. Come, let us finish what we came to do. All will be put aright when the final hulk lies dormant. Grandfather will be himself again. I'm sure of it. Oh no! He also get enthralled? think we're fine. Bahamut regenerates more swiftly than I anticipated. Let us hope that disabling this coil will serve to slow the process. This place seems different, but the controls appear to mimic the mechanism we found in the Louisoux Hawk. Should have posed a problem. I beheld Nell's transformation. Hope wilted in my heart. I did not believe you could stand against the manifestation of Bahamut's power. This person clicks these so fast. For all your fabled strength and skill, I felt certain that I was going to lose you, just as I lost my grandfather. Even he, a man for whom naught seemed impossible, was humbled before Bahamut's might. How far we have come. It's incredible the feats of which we are capable, the boundless potential. It was this capacity for greatness, I believe, my grandfather so dearly wished to protect. With all that has occurred, I have come to understand that much at least. The surface and gather our thoughts. We have seen much that will befit from Uriage's learned perspective. I mean, it is a primal, so it's not really alive. Still, that is brutal. Oh! No, how they say? Grandpa, no. Grandfather, it is you. Then, why? Abandon this quest, Louisoux. I will not countenance further sabotage of the coils. Sabotage? But we must disable the coils if we're to prevent Bahamut's revival. Defiance seals your fate. Grandpa, Louisoux, why? No, you're not who I thought you were. My grandfather would never. Foolish girl. How could the White Raven allow herself to be bested by such sniveling opponents? Listen well, we all exist at the pleasure of one divine will. And the word of Lord Bahamut is absolute. No, not Louisoux. Scurry back into your holes, vermin. You have been granted this one reprieve. But should you be so foolish as to crawl into my lord's domain again, I will crush the life from you myself. Yep, that's looking like a draw to me. No! Poor Louisoux. That light in grandfather's eyes. He has suffered the same fate as Neil. Grandsire's no more. I was not but a phantom that profanes his noble memory. Mockery must be expunged. I will not rest until I free grandfather's soul from Bahamut's tyranny. You hear me, Bahamut? time is at an end. Eorzea and my family will be avenged. Okay. And that's where we left off. Now I gotta do this again. Oh my goodness. 4,560 yams! The yams are growing! The yams are forever growing! Oh, game is muted, you're right. Nope, that's not at all what I meant to do. Just hold on, I gotta call the barber. Gonna change my hairstyle for an hour. Definitely not going to wreck the flow of things. I'm so excited for the new computer. As annoying as these loading screens are, I am still glad I switched over. I've not had either computer freeze since we did it. That was really annoying. Okay, one coil remains. Yeah, if we're not doing the fights, I think we can definitely finish tonight as well, so that's good. Not gonna rush it, but should be plenty. What's the volume level? Looks pretty good. I think, as far as I can tell. Has my mic been okay? I keep trying to, like, bring it in closer just to be safe. I feel like my posture gets worse the longer I stream. Posture check. Water check. The waking sands. Fancy orange, we're back. The triumphant hero doth return. Thine eyes speak of the dread task completion. The second coil now lieth dormant. Yet I sense the tidings thou bearest are not altogether glad. Pray tell me, what ill hath cast the shadow which falleth now across thy brow? We did it! We did a thing! An old foe and an old friend. So 'twas but the ethereal shadow of Master Louisoux that Lady Alicet beheld, an unnatural conjuration in thrall to the elder primal. That the friend should deign to choose him of all men, even in full knowledge of the shade's true nature, I would be hard-pressed to weather such a confrontation. And what agonies must the young mistress have endured! Such torment did she ne'er deserve. Mayhap 'twere better if the Lady Alicet did absent herself from future forays into the coils. I have come too far to surrender to grief, Urianger. My lady, I am resolved to defeat these fiends, and naught shall sway me from my path. Now let us peer more deeply into the well of our discoveries. As you wish, my lady. By your leave, I would speak first of the coil's late guardian, Nail Vandarnis. Vandarnis was legatus of the Garlean Empire who strove to bring about Eorzea's final destruction, only to fall even as the sixth sun did set. thou hast heard tales of the White Raven, then it is he of whom they speak. Aye, he, I say, for Nail was for certainty no maid. The noble house of Van Darnus, as we discovered all too late, had long safeguarded the wisdom of ancient Alleg. It was thus that the legatus came to learn the true nature of Dalamud, and to seek to employ the Red Moon as a weapon against Eorzea. But the crystal tower and the mechanisms required to command the satellite yet lay hidden beneath the ground, compelling Nail to construct a far less subtle mechanism. And in his first faltering attempts to communicate with Dalamud, he did likely rouse the satellite's slumbering prisoner. Thenceforth did the White Raven's soul belong to Bahamut. It was fortunate indeed to acquire so powerful a thrall by chance. It's little wonder he was so loath to part with him. Why let a simple thing like death deprive one of so useful a pawn? Though we may accuse him of bungling Van Darnus' resurrection, I dare say Bahamut was as content to have a handmaiden as a manservant. I only hope that the two thralls we encountered were the extent of his flock. I cannot help but dwell on Nail's words, those beloved children of whom he spoke. I assumed at first that he referred to the moon's beastly guardians, but should Bahamut have enslaved other mortals, we must needs remove the source of worship. Otherwise, our efforts to disable the coils shall be for naught. That's not what I remember, but yes, I guess that is what happened. At least in English? I don't know. This could be because of the pronoun mix-up in the English version. Maybe they wrote it differently. I actually don't know. But yeah, apparently they're saying he was male, but the resurrection, Bahamut messed up and brought him back as female, and that's why he's female now. I didn't think that's how it worked. That's not what I remember. But yeah, it's like I don't know how they know that wasn't the case. But that is what they believe in canon, I guess, now. Forgive me mine indelicacy, my lady. Thou art wise indeed to speak of expunging the Primal's thralls. Canst thou truly pursue a course which would cost thee thine own grandsire? Yeah, it's like, oh no, scramble, scramble, scramble. Here's a reason. Make up stuff, improvise. My heart and mind are as one on this matter. Grandfather's salvation can be won but by a single method, the destruction of Bahamut and aught that might serve to sustain him. Celestia, while Urianger and I endeavor to ascertain the existence of any further thralls, I suggest you grant yourself a moment's respite. Rest assured that I will contact you the moment I have need of your inimitable talents. That we have achieved so much I owe to you. I fear, however, that our trials have barely begun. Though time had dulled the pain of thy passing, I find that I am wounded afresh. Master Louisoux, what good shall come of this unending search for knowledge and truth? Long have I believed the pursuit of such treasures to be the duty of every true Charlian. Yet with each new revelation serveth only to heap further anguish upon those whom we would fain protect. Must we truly reach for more? So, you have found your resolve, dear sister. Will you now find a use for the secret? For the key that only you and I hold. Given our familiar propensity for curiosity, you would do well to remember that keys may serve to seal doors as well as to unlock them. And Bahamut is a most unwelcome guest, to whom the door should never have been opened. Alphino just spying behind the pillars. Oh no. Man is wont to cast light wheresoever secrets lie hid in darkness. Though that which he illumineth seldom bringeth him joy, so is with such unhappy truths as Bahamut's immense shadow doth conceal. Ever onward forgeth Mistress Alice, undeterred by the burden of knowledge that weigheth heavy on her heart. 'Tis a perilous path she hath chosen, and a painful one. I prithee, Celestia, remain by her side as her valiant blade, that she might see her quest to its conclusion. Celestia, it is well you are here. My lady, how might I serve you this day? I have met with some difficulty in my mission, Urianger. I should be grateful for your counsel. As you know, Bahamut's physical form is regenerating beneath the Cartano Flats even as we speak. If we are to prevent his return, we must needs disable the 2 remaining intermittent hawks that sustain him. Every moment our mission is delayed, the realm is pushed closer to the brink of destruction. Alas, though, I have determined the locations of the fragments of Dalamud leading to the hawks. I have been unable to find a way to enter them. And gaining admittance is but the first step in your perilous undertaking. When last thou descended into Bahamut's subterranean fastness, thou didst discover, didst thou not, that the dread Primal had bound the shade of Nail Vandarnis unto his will? And though thou didst consign the fallen legatus to blessed oblivion, thou mayest recall that the piteous wretch was not alone. Doubt not but that Bahamut's other thralls shall seek to hinder thy passage. You can say his name, Urianger. Not forgotten that my grandfather is waiting for us. My lady, I would remind you, as I must oft remind myself, that the man whom we both loved and revered is no more. What remaineth is but a shade which defileth his memory. The vile verbiage that spilleth from his lips must not be heeded, for it cometh not from your grandsire, but from Bahamut himself. Need not worry, Urianger. Come what may, I will not stray from the course. I will not let grandfather's sacrifice be in vain. But mere words will not take us whither we must go. As I said, I've been unable to find a way to enter the fragments of Dalamud. My lady, might I suggest that you visit the fragments again in Celestia's company? Full oft hath the warrior of light sent events in motion by virtue of her presence alone. 'Tis possible that she may do so again. I, the while, shall search for answers of mine own. By our efforts combined, full sure am I that the past shall be revealed to us ere long. Were it anyone else, I should question the wisdom of such advice. I cannot deny that what you say about Celestia is true. Very well, I shall do as you suggest. Assuming you have no objections, of course. Good. Now, we seek entry to 2 fragments of Dalamud. One lies at the Burning Wall in eastern Thanaland, and the other at the Singing Shards in Mordana. I left an assistant at each location with instructions to continue searching for a means of ingress. It's not impossible that they could have found something useful to us. Let us begin by visiting my man at the Burning Wall. Dex, I think it was. Desk. I legit thought his name was Desk. It's like, even for Final Fantasy, that's a bit of a stretch. Alright. Got our little reprieve. Time to get into the last coil. Although there's 2... I don't remember how that works. There's definitely only one other coil that we fight through. Alright, Dusk. Tell us what you know. Where even is this thing? Oh, okay. I say, are you not Mistress Astrathi, my lady's most faithful companion? Sinus, madam, at your service. May I say what an honor it is to meet you? How goes the survey deck? Ahem, my lady. It shames me to say that I have found no viable path to the fragment. What stands there before our very eyes, the way thither has thus far proven impassable. And the fragment fell and pierced the land, caused a prodigious amount of ether to spew forth. This that gave rise to the land's twisted lay, which seems destined to thwart our efforts. Even were an opening to exist, I fear we would struggle to reach it. Do not give up. Keep trying. It's got a lot of assistance for a 16-year-old who just showed up on the continent. It's a very well-known family. So near and yet so far. Well, it avails us not to stand here and stare at the thing. Let us away to Mordana and try the other fragment. Perhaps Sinus has fared better. Upon that note, my lady, there's something I must tell you. Sorry to report that I lost contact with my brother just over a bell ago. As you know, the singing shards are home to many fell creatures, ogres among them. While I do not wish to cause you undue alarm, I fear something unspeakable may have happened to Dex. What? Why didn't you give me strength? I must hurry to my assistant's aid, Celestia.